Hello guys, so today we're going to be doing an upgrade on my old HP Pavilion X360 15DX 20. So currently this has 12 gig RAM for 2 slots, I think an 8 and a 4. So the way to check the current RAM on your computer, which is the fastest way that I do, is I use Windows X and then I go to tax manager, and from here you can easily see everything. So it's currently using 60% of my memory, CPU, my SSD, network and all of that. So you just come in here that says performance, and then you should see everything. So as you can see, it's you see it's 12 gig, approximately 11.8, and I'm currently using like way more than half of that. And another way to check some other information is how many cores you have and the speed and everything. So let's just go in here for your memory. As you can see, it's 2 slots for 32,000 mAh, and you can see right now we have available like 5.2 gig left. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be upgrading it to the 16. So I'm going to take the lowest one out and replace it with that 16. So that would be 24. So that would be 16 for the first slot and 8 for the first slot. But one important thing that we have to note is before you upgrade your RAM, you have to make sure that your computer can actually take it, because like most computers won't accept other RAMs and we don't even have enough slots. So a quick way that I was able to do that was to go through here the 2 ways. I'm going to be showing you 2 options. So one of the easiest ways to check in your computer model is by going to my HP. So you can just go to your startup and type in my HP. I already have it pinned on my taskbar. So when you go in there, you will be able to see this option, PC device, and once you click on it, you'll be able to see what model your PC is. And this is kind of important to know. So like when you want to about to get a RAM, you'll be able to know what specific model will be able to fit into your computer, and the allowed space and all other information that you would need. So after getting that, you can also come in here, go into HP support. It's kind of the same, it shows you, but one thing I like about this is this goes into more detail by showing what type of RAM that you have. So mine is a Samsung, and for the first memory slot is for 8 gig, and the other one is for 4, so 12 in total, and each has a speed of 3200. And there are also more information for you right here. So now the next step is to know how much RAM your computer can actually handle. So some computers are kind of limited to like max of like 16 or 64, and some go way beyond that. And the only way to do that is to either take your computer into BIOS, or you can just open up command prompt and you can just copy and paste this first function. So what it does is once you open command prompt, it kind of opens up like this. And what I did was I just went on Google and I just looked up command prompt way to find in your total RAM, and this should come up, or you can just type this yourself. And once you get this function just returns back the amount of total RAM that you have right now on your computer, and you can see it's a long number, but this is in bits. So you just copy this number and you go onto the internet, your calculator, you can just make it easier, and you just come in here and just convert that to gigabyte. And so totally I have 12.6 gigabytes on my computer. And you can also come in here and this gives you more information on the type, where it's located. So the 8 gig is at the bottom right, and the other one for 4 gig is at the bottom left. And what this form factor is also very, very important. You would have to take note of this. So once ever you see this number represents the type of RAM that it is, and mine is DDR4 SODIMM, And the reason why I was able to know that is if you go online and you would be able to see more information on what those numbers represent. So mine shows a 12, and so it's a sodium. So yours, depending on the type of computer it is, I'm guessing all of these numbers represent. And in case you're wondering, this is the website and how to check all those numbers. So this is the type of RAM that you should get, SODIM, sodium, if your number matches that. And just to make sure that you are getting the absolute best value, you also have to make sure, like in terms of speed, I would want to get something that matches the exact one that my computer has, because the main reason of me upgrading is to have a faster computer and faster RAM. I don't want to, but in case if something happens to your RAM and you just want to replace it for the exact same, then you just need the serial number and part number, and that'll be so much easier for you to look up online. You just look up for a Samsung sodium with this part number and this speed, and you can just replace it. And if you want to get better, And now the next thing that's also very important is to finding the max capability your computer can hold. And the way to get this is just to copy up this second code that's in here. So you just go to command prompt and essentially type this, and this returns the maximum capacity your computer is able to handle. So once you get that, you just copy this is in kilobytes, and you would paste it to see how much this would get you in gigs. So that means my computer right now, the total allowed capacity of RAM it can have is 134 gigabytes. So this might not apply to everybody, but before you go in and spend your money on RAM, please make sure the amount is able to handle before you go buying a ridiculous amount and then your computer is not able to handle that much. So that means we're all good to go. I'm just gonna take out the 4 gig RAM and replace it with the 16. So make sure you follow all this step thoroughly, and then you'll be able to know how much your computer can take in RAM, what type of RAM in case you need replacements. And yeah, pretty much. So we're gonna go up to the next slide, which we're gonna open up the back of this PC, and I'm gonna show you how to change it, everything step by step. Hello, so today we're gonna be opening this